Here we have this digital caliper from my project. It looks like this. My project from Kaufland, 1.5 volts. It has an LR44 battery. Okay, so here's the mechanical version, no electronics. That one is sliding and you do the reading on this part. And here is the digital version, which is the same, but it has an electronic measuring part. So notice that black part is added there, but the rest is mostly the same. Okay, and as soon as I move it, it will turn on. It also has an on-off button. Voila, 6.85 millimeters is the distance between the left side and the right side. Now, between this and that, here on the inside, the distance is 28 millimeters. And on this one, you have numbers from 0 till, let's say, 10. And that means that 1 millimeter there at the beginning, it is divided into 10. And this one, it does not have just one decimal but two, but the second one might not be too accurate. I'm pushing the black plastic and it's measuring something. I'm pushing the metal and it's not measuring anything. So just ignore the last number. You can zero it out like so. You can use this wheel. It's like you are pulling the entire part to the right from that one, like so. You can also push it. So if I power it off, if I just move it, it will power on. I can also power it on from the button itself. Okay, and that one locks it a little bit. So if it's barely moving, by the way. If I tighten it, now it is not moving. Loosen it and now it's moving. Let's set it to 12.4 millimeters and you can press the top button and it will show it in inches. So 0.49 inches are 12.46 millimeters. 12.4 millimeters. Well, you can see the 12 here. From 0 till here we have 10. It is also written there. So this part is exactly at the number 10. So I'm looking here and verifying there. It's not working that easily. So I put it around 11 and the value is, yes, around 11. Almost 11. Yes, something like that is 12. Judging by that one. So this part is used to measure something from the outside and that is used to measure something from the inside. So let's measure the diameter, the thickness of this one. So to do that, we have to use the lower one and simply put it around it. And let's call it 2.98 millimeters. So that would be 3. And let's use that. Let's even lock it. Okay, and measure the distance between those two using this one. 0. Okay, now use the top part, that one, and notice it's a bit more weird. So these two are making contact there in the center, but these go past one each other and measure on the outside. Okay, so just insert it there and 12 point, let's say 1, the largest value, something like that, 12.1 millimeters. And on this one, from here to there we have 10. And here this 0 is at the second line, so that's exactly 12 millimeters. Okay, but if it's slightly to the right, like so, then how do you measure that one on this analog? Well, you take a look where that 0 is. 10, 11, 12, 12 and something. And then you take a look at this part. So which line is collinear, or it's in line with another line? So it was 12, and let's say the third one is in line with that. fourth one is slightly to the left, fifth one even more, the second one is a little bit to the right to that line, so the third one is in line with another line up there. So this number is in line with another line up there. So that is 12.3. And if we measure with this one, yes, 12.3. So the analog is measuring roughly the same as the digital one. Okay, if you want to measure the depth of something, notice the right side. As I push it out, notice this one comes out. So that is also a measuring part, more exactly from the tip till this side. From here till there we have 15 millimeters. That is 1.5 centimeters. Let's try to measure the distance between this and that. We can do it with this one. Loosen it. Put the long one there and there, and the top one there. Simply push it down. Come on. So something like that. And this distance from here till there is 4.4 millimeters. So from up here till down there we have 4.4 millimeters. That's the height. By the way, it has a 1.5 volt LR44 battery because I pulled out the plastic from there. What I don't really like, the edges are pretty sharp. That one is also moving. This way is also moving. But whatever, other than that it's fine. Off.